The Pentagon isn't being reformed. It's being hijacked. Folks, here's a quote.
Contractors are willing to change with us, will prosper and grow. Those who don't and resist it will be gone.
That's not a hedge fund manager talking to his portfolio companies anymore. That's the Deputy Secretary of Defense for the United States of America, with a budget of over $1 trillion of our taxpayer money. And he's talking like a mob boss. His name is Steven Feinberg. For over 30 years, he ran Cerberus Capital Management, one of the biggest private equity firms in the country, $70 billion in assets. He's worth more than $5 billion himself. He gave over $2 million to groups affiliated with the president and got nominated for this job. Funny how that works. Last year, the Senate confirmed him as the second most powerful person at the Pentagon. He didn't go alone. 4 of his former partners went with him. One of them used to run the CIA's clandestine service. Here's what reform looks like when a private equity billionaire runs the Pentagon. He built his own unit inside the building, reports straight to him. He's pushing contractors toward loans, equity stakes for him and maybe some of his old companies, deal term language. And he says things like, change with us and prosper, resist, and you're gone. Now, I'm all for putting pressure on defense contractors, but what Feinberg is doing is for private interests, not public. Let me tell you about Legato. Legato is a satellite company backed by Cerberus, Feinberg's firm. Years ago, it wanted to repurpose a wireless spectrum license. The military objected, said it would interfere with GPS. A study Congress ordered found the military was right. Later on, somehow, the FCC approved it. So the Pentagon got Congress to quietly write Legato out of doing business with the federal government at all. That killed the company. Legato went bankrupt and sued. Right now, Legato is suing the Department of Defense for $40 billion, one of the largest lawsuits ever filed against our own government. And the man overseeing how the Pentagon handles it used to run the company doing the suing. Reports say the two sides are getting close to a settlement, which probably won't be transparent to the rest of us. If they settle, Cerberus will get a cut. And Cerberus's stake in all of this didn't disappear when Feinberg took office. It moved into a trust controlled by his own adult children, managed in part by his own colleagues at Cerberus. This isn't the only place that shows up. Golden Dome, the $1 trillion missile shield, falls under his authority too, and Cerberus-backed companies keep winning pieces of it. Now, when he was nominated, Feinberg promised in writing to divest everything. What actually happened was narrower than that. In January, he updated his ethics agreement. Again, admitting he's still paying Cerberus for what he calls administrative services. That update doesn't mention the lawsuit at all. There is an actual federal rule for this. Federal officials aren't just supposed to avoid breaking the law, they're supposed to avoid the appearance that they might be. Putting your shares into a trust for your kids might clear the narrow legal bar, but it does not avoid the appearance of a conflict of interest. It does not protect the public's trust. Point blank, a private equity firm exists to make money for its investors. The Department of Defense exists to protect this country and answer to the Constitution, to Congress, and to us. Right? Those are not the same job. You cannot run one like the other. So who's supposed to be watching, preventing all of this? Well, congressional oversight of the Pentagon runs through the House Armed Services Committee. Its top Democrat is Adam Smith, my opponent, the incumbent in this district since 1997, whose campaign runs on defense contractor money. You can check it on opensecrets.org. The situation looks like a perfect example of no meaningful oversight coming out of that committee. I'm running on no corporate PACs, no foreign interests, and no defense contractors, and this, exactly this, is what that promise is meant to prevent. Before we hand this arrangement one more dollar of the public's money, we're owed a straight answer to a simple question. Who exactly is set to profit? Care, courage, the Constitution. Vote Melissa for Congress.